What's good, everyone? It's Ibra Ball here and welcome back to the channel. Man, when this video is made, I'm currently chilling in Austin right now. I'm about to get ready for another event for Battle Chi Comics. We're going to an event called Bell County Comic Con. So if you guys are in the area in Belton, Texas, please go ahead and say hi and everything like that. And also, Battle Chi Comics has officially hit 40,000 followers, which if you guys have not checked out anything regarding that, you guys are missing out. But why am I mentioning Battle Chi Comics in the beginning of this video when this video is officially called "What does it feel like not streaming anymore?" Well, part of the reason why I kind of stopped streaming is because Battle Chi Comics is becoming very successful, and I wanted to help Isaac more and more regarding his comic business. Me as a comic fan, the fact that I'm in the comic culture now is actually quite wild to me as someone who has grown up with the Justice League, the original Teen Titans, Cartoon Network, and just so many other different properties. So I've been traveling a lot more. I've been helping him with documenting sales and all that, you know, just basically making sure that Battle Chi Comics is running smoothly. And eventually those streams that you see on my channel, he wanted to migrate to the Battle Chi YouTube channel or the Battle Chi Twitch channel. So what does that mean for me, and how does it feel now that I haven't been live streaming? Well, the quick answer is I feel less stressed, if that makes sense. I haven't really talked about it much, but I've been tracking my stress for a very long time. I can't seem to find it right now, but I actually have like a Fitbit watch, and I've noticed that my constant heartbeat bit rate is between almost 90 to 100. Even that's still pretty healthy. That's pretty high for just someone that's just doing delivery work and just doing like video editing and stuff like that. But I think it's mostly because I've had this content creation dream for a very, very long time. You know, I've been making content for ever since I was 15. I've been trying out ideas, and when I do and execute my ideas, I feel like I should be growing a bit faster because I believe these ideas are good. I remember I did a series a long time ago and it was called Spicy Mac, and I legitimately thought it was going to be a crazy series. I was going to get multiple different views, multiple different people subscribing to the channel. And then back then, if you guys really remember me from Call of Duty, I did a series called Naked Artillery where I played basically the bare bones guns and try to get kills with that gun. And again, another series that I thought it was going to do very well number-wise and everything like that. There is one factor I did not consider in any of my ideas, whether it comes to the Tinder streams, Naked Artillery, Spicy Mac, my Injustice gameplay, and in fact, the content world has now fully become saturated. Now, saturation doesn't really scare me in terms of, you know, just content in general, because I have talked to multiple different people about this situation, and they have even admitted to me that they quit streaming and quit making content because of how saturated it is. When I first started doing YouTube, I was not worried about another content creator being better than me in making content. All I cared about was genuinely making content that I really did enjoy, and I wanted to grow from that. It didn't truly get saturated in my time in content creation until probably around 2020. This is when I started to notice a weird shift in content creation, because during 2020, you know, the pandemic was going on. So you had all these creators that were staying at home and they were becoming content creators. They were live streaming, they were making content and everything like that. And they thought this would be a good way to make money. But they also came from the corporate world. So they were very used to, you know, Twitch should be offering paid time off. They should not feel like they have to grind every single day and they need to raise pay. When in reality, that's always been the way for content creation. You provide results, you get paid with results. So I've never been fearful of a saturated market because I genuinely love making videos. A lot of people are telling me that, like, because I stopped live streaming and I've worked so much with deliveries and stuff like that, that I should focus on, you know, relaxing in bed, and I should focus on, you know, putting some time and effort into my life. And every time I try to do that, I don't have enough money to obviously enjoy life. So the other answer would be, why don't you just get a job? Why don't you just get a higher paying job? I will admit, I do follow under the Gen Z quota where like most people in my generation don't want to go back to work, or they want to do something and want to expect to see results and everything. And that's literally the cold hard truth. I don't want to go back to working a 9 to 5 because I genuinely do want to figure out a way to get this working. But at the same time, if I go back doing a 9 to 5, I won't be able to help Isaac with Battleship Comics. I travel with him. In fact, like after Bell County, we're going to be traveling to Sacramento, California. I literally, as of today, just bought plane tickets to go to Sacramento for another event. And even though I would get paid more depending on the job, whether it's like $15 an hour, because whenever I was working, I was getting paid $11 an hour as a supervisor. If I go back to work, I would be missing opportunities as far as Battleship Comics go. But if I was really struggling, Battleship Comics was not a thing in my life, I probably would have to go back to the grocery store. So I want to make delivery work, but at the same time, there are some weeks with delivery work that you may do extremely amazing. Like this week right now is amazing for me. I am making basically $100 a day from delivery work. But then there'll be some days where I just only make $50, or I'll make maybe $40, which is less than minimum wage sometimes. So when you factor in like doing delivery works, because now I wake up early in the morning. I went from waking up from like 8 in the morning and go from 8 to 12, 4 hours for deliveries, to now I wake up at like 6:30 in the morning. I do 2 extra deliveries in the morning, and I've increased my income because of that. And then on top of that, you come home and now you gotta go. You gotta live stream. You gotta live stream for about 4 hours. And then after that, 4 to 6, I'm going back outside and I'm making more money. So it's not the fact that I don't enjoy live streaming, even though I have admitted live streaming is not really the most fun thing to do for me. I've noticed that like when there's a bunch of eyes seeing me, I have more fun, and that is a very dangerous mindset to have. You shouldn't be encouraged by the amount of people that are live streaming. You should be live streaming because you really enjoy it. It could just be the feeling of like, I love the interactions. I love actually making people laugh and be entertained and stuff like that. I think I get off from the feeling of genuinely entertaining people, and I believe with live streaming, I felt like I was just not doing that. As well as factoring in all the delivery work, I just kept feeling drained every single day, because like Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, come home from deliveries, now I'm live streaming. And then I'm done with live streaming, now I go back to work. And then I spend time with my family, and then I go to sleep. It was just a never-ending spiral of just you constantly going to work, and obviously that affects your physical health. Like, you know, I'm now actually fixing my posture. I had this posture for a very long time because one, I would be sitting in my car driving. I've noticed that I would get like heart cramps because I guess from the posture, I pretty much felt heart cramps, which, don't get me wrong, probably is signs of a heart attack, but I'm not a medical expert, so I don't know if I was getting close to that. I was canceling plans with friends that like, yeah, hey, I'm like working right now. Like they'll want to plan plans on the fly, and I'm just like, hey, I'm like doing delivery work. Hey, I'm live streaming. Hey, I'm doing this and that. I basically created a toxic schedule to life. And I knew cutting live stream out of that equation would either make me more money or give me peace of time. As well as that I can actually like, you know, focus on video editing and stuff like that. Now, because I have a lot more time other than streaming, I can now edit these vlogs as well as edit stuff for Battleship Comics. So TLDR, I was getting drained every single day because all I cared about was making sure that I was able to make enough for the bills, as well as keeping up with the goals that I have to become a successful content creator. When in reality, anyone who has ever streamed on Twitch should know that in order for you to grow on Twitch, you kind of need to outsource your content outside of Twitch. And I haven't been focusing on TikTok, I haven't been focusing on Instagram anymore, and I haven't even been focusing on YouTube Shorts sometimes. So we can finally get to the moment when I officially stopped live streaming. I made the announcement that, hey, I'm burnt out. Let's go ahead and see how life is. Life seems pretty calmer. I feel genuinely like I can actually do a little bit more than what I was back then. I still wake up early in the morning and I still do deliveries and everything, but now it feels like, okay, I work from 6 to 12. If I make 100, I'm not going to do anything else but maybe a little bit of video editing if I need to. And genuinely, I was making a little bit more money because like sometimes I'll be done with video editing and I have nothing else to do. So I would do delivery work because I can. And now what I've started to do, sometimes during early in the morning, if I was not getting any sort of orders, I would actually turn on my PS5 and I can actually genuinely play Marvel Rivals without feeling guilty. So many people may not understand a workaholic lifestyle, or some people would think that because I have that craving of working, they think I should be working like 20 hours to truly feel what it's like to be a workaholic. And that's why I don't really mention it as much, because most people have different meanings of workaholic. Like factory workers, you know, they be working like all day and they get paid so much money. But at the same time, they're not genuinely happy people. And anyone who complains about something as small as like working every single day, at that point, they just see it as like almost an attack on them in a way. But slowly I'm learning there's always going to be people that are going to be complaining about something, and that's just something I cannot worry about. So that's why I'm glad that I made this vlog series to kind of talk about my mindset of like what I am as a person. Like, you're now getting a genuine raw Josh or Cabal or whatever you want to call me. And I know I needed a change. I needed a drastic change. So for me to quit streaming, I mean, that cuts out like basically 50% of my life right now. And many of you guys would probably be like, well, is there going to be a moment where you do come back to streaming, where you do? I have uploaded a video, which was kind of like a prequel to like this vlog series, which was called I Quit Streaming and My Plan to Come Back. I want to grow my social medias in order for me to kind of get a little bit of confidence that I'm going to have a big return. I want to revamp my TikTok to basically go from gaming content to now all my vlog content and kind of just grow that TikTok. But I also want to make a separate TikTok because I might want to start recording some Marvel Rivals moments and showing off, you know, some of the gameplay, because I do want to do this series for Marvel Rivals called Every Time I Lose, I Put $1 in the Stock Market. Basically, I'm going to be playing ranked Marvel Rivals, and every time I do lose, I'm going to put $1 in the stock market. That way, positively, I'm growing my stock market portfolio, but I'm also entertaining you guys, because eventually subs will become something even crazier. So I don't want to spoil that just yet. So I've been enjoying life a little bit more than usual, and eventually I want to do more things with this vlog series. Like, I know I have some foodies in my community as well. I have a friend that apparently does a lot of like Yelp reviews and stuff like that would want me to invite him to try out certain different foods and stuff like that. Ever since I started traveling, I've wanted to travel even more. So like, I get excited when we get accepted to certain different events. Like, you know, I got excited whenever we went to Miami, but then again, when we got to Miami, it was a very different culture shock and everything. And now I know that Miami is not really all that it's cracked up to be. Even with the California event, whenever Isaac told me that we were going to California, I was like, oh shit, we're going to California. I'm very excited. And California is a very chill place, or at least Sacramento. I have not checked out San Francisco, Los Angeles, or other areas in California. But I kind of learned that I genuinely get excited from traveling, because I really want to do things. I don't want to just be trapped in my room and everything. I want to look at new places. I want to try foods. I want to do other cool things on the vlog series that you guys may not even realize I actually enjoy. I even checked out vlogs that there are people out there that genuinely have like a new comic book day type of like vlog, and they go to their local comic book store and they pick up the comics and they actually show off like the comics that they are, you know, checking out and everything. Like, I'm a nerd. I would love to do, you know, nerd cool stuff. And I'm still showing it with you guys, but I'm not necessarily doing it live and in person, which a lot of people do seem to like. So I kind of have to pick and choose my battles in order for me to stay mentally well, because obviously I threw my mental health way out the window. And I'm hoping you guys are in it for the ride. I hope to see you guys very soon in upcoming vlogs and everything like that. If you guys were very disappointed, comment down below your opinions on the vlogs and stuff like that, because I do want to hear you guys' opinions, whether or not me quitting streaming was the right thing to do, or should I pivot to another idea. And if you're a streamer as well, let me know what you think as well. All I know is that this is not something that's abnormal for me. A lot of my viewers have seen me go through transitional points throughout my content creation journey. And the fact that you guys are still watching me to this day, I am very blessed to have you guys still be a part of that content. So hope you guys do enjoy. I'm most likely going to be doing a bunch of sales up in Belton. Hopefully Isaac does very well at that event, and I hope to see you guys in that live stream as well. If you guys have not been noticing that I do live stream the events, go ahead and check it out in the description below. I do have my Twitch down at the bottom. And I also do have the Battle Chi TikTok, so you can check out all the comics that we do have. These are some of the books that we do have. I will tell you right now, Battle Chi is actually currently in a redevelopment right now. And we are blowing up from this series right here, Black Fist. So if you guys want to know a little bit more about the Black Fist, go ahead and check out the TikTok. Isaac will be able to tell you a lot better than what I can. But that is it for you guys. Hope you guys do enjoy. That's pretty much it. See you guys soon. Cabal out.